to show you how to make quilting templates. They're really easy to make. You just need to go to your local quilt store or craft store or fabric store and buy some of this blank quilting template plastic. This one's fairly flexible, it's a little bit thinner, and then I also have this, it's a little bit thicker, a little bit sturdier. I like this one better. The templates seem to hold up better and they're a little bit sturdier. But I'm going to show you using both types. There are two different ways, well there are many ways, but there are two main ways to make a template. Let's say you want to make a hexagon shape. I printed this off the computer. It's just a simple hexagon shape. You can draw your own shape if you want. And then you're going to take it, and on the back, best way to do that is to tape it to the back of the quilting of the plastic. Just two little pieces of tape will do. And then you're going to trace the shape onto your plastic. You can either use a pencil or a pen. I would not use a thick marker because then the size might be off when you cut it. You can freehand it like this, but then it won't be real smooth, or you can use a ruler. I just used a quilting ruler here. You can also, any kind of ruler will do. You just want to trace all the way around on that line, on that outer line. Just like that. Okay. Two more to go. Templates are used basically for shapes. They're a little bit more awkward to, they're not so easy to cut. This would be a really hard shape to cut with just a simple ruler. Alright, now we can take off the back, the template, the paper. You keep it or use it. Then you're going to cut out. Use a nice pair of scissors. Here you can sort of see, hopefully, how straight the lines are with the ruler I used, and there's my freehand line. I would not recommend freehanding unless you have a really steady hand. Okay, we're going to go through, see how easy it is to cut. Do not use your fabric scissors to cut plastic. This will dull them, and you don't want to ruin a really good pair of scissors. I'm going to cut a little bit around. Again, this is the thinner plastic, which I prefer using a thicker plastic. It just holds up better, but this is easier to cut. Keep cutting right on that line. Nice and smooth. And there you have it. There you have your hexagon template. You can sort of see it there. If you have some rough edges, this one looks pretty good, but if you've cut a shape and maybe you didn't cut a bigger template and it has a little bit of rough edge, you can use a fingernail file to smooth it down a little bit. This one looks pretty good though. So this is ready to use, and then you can just put it on your fabric piece that you want to trace out, and that's what you'll use to trace. Another way to do this is to use, basically anything can be used as a template. This is just a cookie cutter I have, an old dirty one. But they make great templates for applique pieces. So here's my heart. I'm going to put this is on the thicker piece. You're going to hold it down firmly and just trace around it, pointing inward so the tip of the pencil is hitting the metal. And there you can sort of see the pencil line went over and it's ready to cut out. It's really very simple to make your own templates. Basically, you just keep cutting. This one probably will need the fingernail file to smooth down the corner, the edges, the circular edges. And you're just going to cut it out. You may want to round the edges a little bit. You can see this one's a lot harder to cut through. If you have the right tools, you can even make templates out of plexiglass. Not too thick though, but there are acrylic cutters you can buy. It's just a little bit harder to do. So here's your heart template. You can see it there. There are a few little rough edges, so you would take your fingernail file and just work it and smooth it out. It's a little bit smoother. You take some time to do that. So there's how you make quilting templates.